We know what Diego's going to do when it gets to him. There's the push from Tanho. Here's the call from Diego. No way he's folding tens. No way, no how. I haven't seen this. Yeah, no chance. He's going to call the all-in. Lennon gets out of the way, and Diego is in great shape to double up. Pot 22.1 million chips. And here's the flop. Queen, 9, 6, couple of diamonds out there. Both players with 1 diamond. 6 of hearts on the turn, and Tanho needs a 7. Deuce of spades, and Diego does double up. Tanho down to 44.1 million. Lennon are short stack with 16.4 million. It's one thing I love about PokerStars. No matter where you are, there is a poker tournament for you. Lennon all in with the king 10. Tanho going to call. And here's the flop. Ace, ace, 7. Tanho still in the lead. Lennon needs a queen, a king, or a 10. To the river. That's not going to help Lennon Alm, and he is out in 3rd place. The Swede earns himself 6 figures, 124,000 American dollars, and we are heads up.
Growing up on the circuit, everyone wanted to offer me advice. When to bet, when to fold, when to raise, what to wear, what to eat. But there was one piece of advice that took me to a new level.
Daniel, don't do anything stupid.
At PokerStars.com, there's a tournament starting every second. Develop your game at the world's largest poker site.
I like that commercial. Don't do anything stupid. Well, you know something that would qualify as stupid? How about not playing in the online poker show free roll? Make sure you play in it. April 14th, password Carpo. Once again, that is Carpo. You can play in this tournament for free. Let's take a look at a graph. Diego was ahead of Tanho for a little bit, but then Tanho spiked upward and now has about a 3-to-1 chip advantage on hand 114. But Diego's got the ladies. You're always happy to have the ladies on your side. Raise from Tanho. The 3-bet from Diego. The call from Tanho. Pretty speculative call from Tanho. Oh, and he could be in trouble. Diego with top set. How do you play it if you're Diego? You 3-bet? But obviously, you don't want to chase your opponent away. He's going to bet really tiny. He's going to make it look like there's fold equity. Give his opponent just enough rope to hang himself. Tanho doesn't take the bait, though. Jump ahead to hand 117. Diego on the button. And as always, in heads-up action, the person on the button acts first pre-flop, but gets to act last post-flop. All clubs out there. Tanho with the bigger club. He's going to check. He's not checking to fold. That much we know. Diego has the 9 of clubs. Tanho with about a 3-to-1 chip advantage. Not quite, actually. Diego going to bet 2.6 million. Back over to Tanho. As if there wasn't a big enough rivalry between these countries already. Diego from Argentina. Tanho from Brazil. Tanho going to call. Pot now 9.4 million. Ace of hearts. Well, king high, still the best of it. Tanho with the best hand and the best draw. He's going to check again. Playing this hand somewhat passively. And Diego playing it anything but passively, very aggressively, bet 6.6 million, and Tanho folds. Tanho with the best hand and the best draw, but Diego gets him to lay it down. Oh, pocket pair against pocket pair. Diego makes it 2.29 million. Tanho going to call. Pot now 4.8 million chips. 9-6-4. Diego with the overpair. Tanho with his threes. He's going to check. Back over to Diego on the button, who is most certainly going to bet this. Just a question of how much he bets, and then what does Tanho do? He bets 3.5 million chips. Back over to Tanho. Now, in a full ring game, if your opponent raises, you might not put him on those low cards, but obviously heads up, Diego could easily have a 9 or a 6 in his hand. And Tanho just going to give that one up. Well, he played the king of clubs somewhat passively. This time he plays the pocket pair of threes somewhat passively. One time he was right, the other time he was wrong. Diego going to raise again on the button. He's relentless. Both players with diamonds. Tanho calling again from out of position. And you see the theme here as we've gotten heads up. Diego playing most of the hands in position. And Tanho calling raises from out of position. And Diego has crawled his way back to just about 35 million chips. And the great thing about playing heads up, you don't have to hit the flop. You just have to hope that your opponent misses and then check folds. And Diego puts out 3.3 million. And this time Tanho is going to check raise. He's got nothing. Has some backdoor draws. But he knows Diego can't have it every single time. So he puts 8 million chips out there. About 4.7 million. Back over to Diego, and Diego doesn't think he has anything. And he is going to re-raise him to 16 million, and Tanho gives it up. And we've got a new chip leader. We came into this heads-up battle, and Diego was a 3-1 chip at disadvantage, and now he is starting to really push the envelope up to nearly 50 million chips. Once again, raising on the button. Once again, Tanho calling out of position. 10-10-5. King high, still the best of it. And when Tanho had a 3-1 chip advantage, I really thought, you know what, maybe Tanho can finish this one off. Diego, with more experience, the more impressive poker resume. He's already won the Sunday Million back in 2008. Took home $184,000 then. Trying to repeat that feat here. Tanho betting 4 million. Diego's got a pretty good hand. He's got showdown value. He has 2 pair with a king kicker. He's not folding that one. 4 million from Tanho and a call from Diego. The deuce of spades changes nothing. And Tanho checks. And can you get value out of your king? Can you bet that for value? Well, Diego does. Will Tanho call him? This would be a sick value bet. Tanho gives it up. And Diego now up to 56.3 million chips. The cream rising to the top. Diego, he's a fun player to watch. Makes it 2.69 million. He's not playing his cards. He's playing his player, and he's playing the position. King, king, 6. Both players miss once again. Tanho with the best of it. But he's out of position, and he's giving up the betting lead to Diego. Diego, the relentless Argentinian, fires one more time, this time 3.4 million. Tanho calling. Well, he's floating from out of position with Jack high. It's an odd play. Although, it might actually be more indicative of strength than raising. And that actually might slow down Diego. Earlier on, we saw Tanho check raise with nothing. Nope, it doesn't slow him down. Diego bets 5.69 million. And Tanho gives it up. And the tables have indeed turned. Diego now with just about 60 million chips, and he has pocket aces. Tanho raises the king-queen. Oh, this is going to be it. Hand 138. The raise on the button from Tanho. He makes it 3x. Diego, he 3-bets with the aces. Watch Tanho shove here. You can see it coming. And there it is. There's the shove from Tanho. Obviously, Diego going to call. And this pot, 40.6 million chips. And unless Tanho gets lucky, it's over. Jack 6-6. A great flop for Diego. Tanho needs running cards. And that's it. It's over. Tanho, 32. A fantastic performance from him. He'll finish in second place. He's from Montenegro, Brazil, and he earns himself 177,000 American dollars. There was no deal, and as a result, Diego takes home the lion's share, nearly $250,000, and what a fantastic feat. He wins his second Sunday Million. The first was back in 2008, and now he has repeated that feat in 2011, this time earning himself 243,000 American dollars. Another Sunday and another Sunday Million in the books. The Scoop, the Spring Championship of Online Poker, is right around the corner. Satellites running on Stars now, and as always, the highlight shows will be here on PokerStars.tv. Until then, I'm David Tuckman. Reach for the stars.